let's see and understand what is the lookup field in Dataverse. Let's get started. So before that, we need to understand how many types of table relationships are there in Dataverse. So there are three types, like one to many, many to one, and many to many. Okay. So in one to many, each row in table B can match more than one row in table A, but each row in table A can match only one row in table B. Okay. So in a one to many relationship, we associate a one row of a table to many other rows in a related table with a lookup column. Okay. So the lookup column will be on the related table. Okay. Similarly, we have many to one and many to many. So in many to one, each row in table A can match more than one row in table B, but each row in table B can match only one row in table A. Okay. Now let's come to lookup field. So lookup field or a lookup column in Dataverse creates a relationship between two tables. Okay. And when you create a new lookup column, you are creating a new many to one table relationship between the table you are working with and the target row type defined for the lookup. So when creating the table, you will look against like regions in the example. So take extra care when choosing your primary column. So this text column will be the default in lookups and is the only, often the only column you can display. In the case of a one-to-many relationship, the lookup column will be created on the related table, not the table you currently have selected. So if you need the lookup on the current table, create a many to one relationship. Okay. So always remember wherever the relationship is going to have many, so the lookup will be on the current table. Okay. On that table. Okay. So if you want one to many, so the lookup column will be created on the second table, on the table which is having the many relationship. Okay. Now how do you update lookup field in Dataverse? Because sometimes we have to update lookup field in Dataverse and it's not so straightforward like normal column or field in table in Dataverse. So for that you need to give some special format of the column name. Okay. So to set a lookup field, we need to pass the GUID of the parent record. Okay. And tell Power Automate which table to find the recording. Okay. So for this we will use the table's logical name and append an letter S. Okay. So this is important. Okay. Append a letter S. Okay. So now let's see by example. So I have a I have a Workqueue item table. So let's see Workqueue item table. Okay. I'm going to columns. Here if you see Workqueue ID is the lookup, okay, column to the Workqueue table. If I open this, so this is a lookup to the Workqueue table. Okay. Name is Workqueue ID, lookup, and lookup to where the Workqueue table. Okay. Okay. Now if you come to Workqueue, so Workqueue it is lookup to Workqueue. Okay. And we need to find the logical name of the table, right? So we need to come to properties. We need to come to properties. Okay. So click this. Okay. So click this. Okay. After clicking, this page will open. Click on advanced options. Click advanced options. Okay. After clicking, you will see the logical name. Okay. So this is the logical name. Now, as per the format, you have to append letter S to it. Okay. So how do we use that? I will take an example. I will add a row to a work item table. Okay. In this cloud flow, as suppose you are creating a dispatcher and you want to add the row into that work item table. So this is like a dispatcher. Okay. So for that you need to follow a special format. So you need to select the table. Okay. I have selected work items. I have given a name to that item in the work item table. So that is item underscore new. You can customize it and give as per your requirement. Then coming to work ID, as we know this is the format. So this is the logical name work and then letter S. Okay, so if you note it, we'll zoom it. See, this is the format work and then letter S. Okay, and this is the GUID of that. So how do you find the GUID? You can find the GUID by coming here. Okay, I have created a work, then you have to come to advanced details. Okay, you have to come to advanced details. So this is the one. You have to come here. Okay, click here. After clicking here, you will come to work ID. Okay, so this is the one. You have to copy this value. Okay, click here. If you click here, it will copy that ID. Okay, after copying, you have to pass that value here. So this you can keep it in environment variable and use it. I have directly put it over here, but you can put it into environment variable. Okay, so this is the format. And then once you run it, this item will get created. Also you can pass the input value as per your requirement. So just give a sample one. Okay, after creating that value, running that value, you will see that item is, after running it, you will see the item has been loaded into the table item underscore new. Okay, item underscore new, this one. Okay, so you can give a try. Okay, so but remember to follow this format. Okay, this is correct. So this format is for not only for work queue table, this is for any table which has a lookup column and you want to update the lookup column value. So this is work queue ID is a lookup column, right? So to the work queues table, so that's why you need to follow the special format. But this column like name, other things are not a lookup, so directly you can update it without any format. But this work queue ID, as we see here, is it is a special lookup column. Okay, it's a lookup column. See here, if you see here, it is a lookup, right? Sorry, that's why we have to follow that format. So wherever you the column has type as lookup, you need to follow that format. Okay, so you need to give the parent where the related table name, logical name, and then letter S, and then bracket GUID. Okay, as I have given over here. Okay, so this is the format. I will show once again. Okay, work queue, then append letter S, and this. Suppose the table name is table A, then you have to give table A small s and then bracket GUID. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. So please leave your comment and do subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye bye.